Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Film Box Podcast, a movie podcast where each week we reach onto our shelves and dive into the films that we own on physical media, whether it's a beloved classic we've watched for countless times, or a hidden gem we're experiencing for the very first time. From VHS and DVD to Blu-ray and 4K, we revisit, rewatch, and re-examine films throughout history, good or bad. I'm your host, Aaryn Souza, and I'm joined today by my good friends Connor Jameson and Jasmine Chapatwala. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing well. Yeah.
And today we are taking a look back and revisiting the 2023 Christmas classic, The Holdovers. You guys excited?
Yeah.
So excited.
You sound excited.
I got one foot in the grave, brother.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
No.
You're here and we appreciate your dedication.
Yeah.
No, this is going to be a very fun episode. We are taking a look back at this movie. It is technically like we're starting our Christmas movies month, but also this was my birthday pick.
Yep. Someone had a birthday again.
I did again.
They said it couldn't be done.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Who could have thought?
Will we go for 3?
We might. I really hope so. You know? I also just had one of my wisdom teeth taken out on Friday.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
we are in good shape overall. 2 out of 3 are in great shape.
I mean,
man.
Friday I had like a 102, 101 fever.
Oh my
That
god.
I was literally sitting in a meeting at work, and all of a sudden I just got like super shaky. And I was like, hey boss man, I think I gotta go.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were
I was
in
at
person?
work. Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
And-
That's terrible.
I almost didn't make it to my car.
Oh goodness.
Oh no.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. Are you getting any better, or is it still
Yes.
okay?
Because
Last
then
time
you're
I was
the
on
mend.
here, you were sick too, and that was weeks ago.
You know, my fiance is the one who works in a school, and it should be the one that has like dealing with all the kid germs.
No,
I'm the
she's
one
had
who
exposure
passes it to
therapy.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
man.
the one who's like the guinea pig. Like, oh, is
Oh,
this
no.
is this gonna latch? No? Okay. Oh, this one will. Here we go.
It's just like take germs out of petri dishes, like.
Exactly.
So before we dive into the movie, we got to talk about stuff that we've been watching lately. Sam's not here. Sam is moving back to New England, so he is unavailable. But Jasmine, will go to you first in that case. So what have you been
Okay.
watching?
So, I'm not going to go all the way back to since the last time I was on here, but I did see Zootopia 2.
Mm.
So, I like that one. I saw
Yeah.
Wake Up Dead Man. And when I saw that one, Ryan Johnson was there answering
Oh.
questions.
You know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Um,
mister. I went to showing with Josh
Yeah.
Safdie.
Come on.
Okay.
Not to
I
spoil,
actually
but
can't say
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, come on. Which I honestly really, really appreciated just because I feel like I understand the way he makes his movies so much better now. And it also highlighted the major issues I have with his movies and why I like feel totally like set in those now. But yeah. I still loved
Interesting.
it though. 4 stars. Amazing
Good.
movie. Josh O'Connor.
All I need to know. I'm sold.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. You're like worried. It's a big cast. Is he going to be in it enough? He is
It's
in
in
it
it enough.
the most. Yeah.
Good.
And then started off my holiday movies with Terrifier 3.
There we go.
Huh.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one just for the holiday season because I had watched the first 2 and I was like, it's a Christmas movie. I'm not going to lie though, the like actual atmosphere of it, very Christmassy.
I told you.
I
It was a
mean,
Christmas movie.
Yeah. Some scenes couldn't look, but you know, that's all. That's all those movies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't watched too many movies. I've been really locked in on like TV shows, Stranger Things and like All Her Fault and The Real
Yeah.
Housewives, obviously.
What are your thoughts on Stranger Things season 5 so far?
So far, I really like it. I am huge on just like a story like perfectly being told. And I feel like, not that I think the entire series is perfect, but I think if you're looking at just like the storytelling and like the setups and payoffs throughout the entire series, like it's really well done.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with it.
Good. Yeah. Em and I were watching it as well, and yeah, we actually went back and started like a full rewatch from season 1 over the past couple months or month and a half or whatever it is, and like seeing it all at once, it's it's definitely a good ride.
Yeah, agreed.
Anything else that you've been watching? Or is that it? Okay.
That's it. I'm telling.
Okay.
I'm locked in on my Housewives of Salt Lake City right now.
No. Well, okay.
Utah is fascinating.
They are.
What those women get up to is
I know. One of
crazy.
them's getting released from jail in like 3 days. Prison.
Let's be respectful. Prison.
Yeah, my bad.
Do I need to leave so you guys can chat Real Housewives?
Well, no. I watched The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Okay. I got you. Same city, different reality.
Two sides
women
of the same coin.
Yes. 100%.
Wild. Okay. Are you drinking anything this evening?
Just water.
Nice.
In my water bottle with my Sinners sticker that I love so much.
I love it. All right. Well, since we last recorded, I have seen 3, 6, 9, 11 movies.
Oh my god. Okay.
I did also see Zootopia 2.
Yeah. Solid.
It's fun. I enjoyed it. It's not as good as the first one.
No.
A bit too like falls into the pitfalls of most sequels where it's like the first one actually has a lot of mature themes, and like the comedy comes from less from like the childlike aspects or scenarios, whereas Zootopia 2, it's very like a lot of the humor is geared towards little kids, like more so than the first.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. I thought the mystery was quite cool, and obviously shipping Judy and Nick. So we'll see what happens with the third one.
They're very afraid to let those two kiss.
I know. I was waiting for it, and I was like, "Come on, have some balls, Disney, not Pixar,
Disney."
Yeah. Then I watched The Holdovers, and that's what we're doing today. So I will be talking about that. Watched a Christmas movie for the first time, The Family Stone.
Okay.
Which I hadn't seen before. What a wild movie! Have either of you seen this movie?
Nope.
I did way, way, way long ago.
So the plot of this movie is Sarah Jessica Parker's character comes home with she's dating Dermot Mulroney's character. And Dermot Mulroney brings her home to his extremely dysfunctional family, and she ends up hooking up with his stoner brother, and he ends up falling in love with her sister who comes to visit, and that's the movie. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I don't remember any of the... Yeah, no. I must have just run along with it when I saw it.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Nuts. But it's got a really good cast, so I enjoyed it. I watched, same day, I watched Serendipity for the first time with John Cusack and, was it Kate Beckinsale? That was another good movie. Enjoyed it. Took way too long, though, for them to come back together from being apart. Next day, I watched Bugonia, the new Yorgos movie with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons. And that, what the fuck, man? That movie's, Jesus.
I love that movie. I thought it was really good.
It was really,
did you look up what the word means? I had no idea what the word means.
No, I did not look up what it means.
You should. It adds a whole extra layer to the movie.
Well, I will do it live on pod.
Here we go.
Let's see. Bugonia refers to an ancient Mediterranean belief and practice where honeybees were thought to spontaneously generate from the carcass of a sacrificed ox. Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird.
Right?
It's a good name. It's a good name for a movie. Follow that up with a movie that I watched for the first time it is a Christmas movie, and I absolutely loved it, was Carol with Kate Blanchett and Rooney Mara. Very, very good movie. Fan of both of them, so it was really cool. And now own it on DVD, so I'm happy with that. Then
Nice.
on my birthday, which was December 3rd, I had gotten invited to an early screening of The Housemaid with Sydney Sweeney and
Cool.
Amanda Seyfried and Brandon Sklenar. I can't say much about it because it is still on embargo. But what I will say as like my social reaction, that was decent. It was entertaining. Amanda Seyfried's really good, and surprisingly, so is Brandon Sklenar. Was really good as well. But that was a lot of fun. Em and I went to that. That was really fun. That comes out later this month.
I've already bought Aaryn and my sister's tickets to it because they are fans of the book.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I put in my Twitter reaction that this will do numbers with the middle-aged white woman crowd. Because it is like totally, the book was geared for that audience, and this movie definitely plays for that audience. So,
Gotcha.
that and the crowd that is obsessed with Sydney Sweeney will also enjoy that movie.
Well, they don't
Which
really show out.
dwindling
to the
now,
movies.
dwindling a
Yeah.
little bit.
Listen, they don't show out to the movies regardless. So.
No, that's true. That's true. That same day, I did probably the most insane thing I've ever done. And so the Big Picture podcast, which I am a fan of and listen
Of
to,
course.
they did a watch along of Avatar: The Way of Water. Which we've done watch alongs on this pod. I'd love to do ones again because I think the last one we did was Evil Dead 2. Or no, it was Sizzle Beach USA.
Yeah.
But so they did a watch along of Avatar: The Way of Water. One of the three had not seen it before, whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm working from home. It's a Wednesday. It's quiet. It's after the Thanksgiving weekend. I'll watch it and I'll do the watch along. And now I have not seen Avatar: The Way of Water before. So this was my first experience watching this movie with commentary by these people throughout the movie for
my goodness.
3+ hours. Insane. Probably the wildest thing I've ever done. Movie was okay. I liked the first one. I didn't care much for the second one.
Yeah.
Em wanted to watch Hunger Games Catching Fire, so we watched Hunger Games Catching Fire, and then sat down to watch Jay Kelly, which is now on Netflix, and I quite enjoyed Jay Kelly. And the Holdovers again today for the pod.
Nice.
So there we go.
What you drinking?
And I'm drinking. I just have water. That's it.
Nice. So this has kind of been like a hell week for me. I think it's called rhinovirus, and just been feeling terrible. Also, just on top of that, super busy at work. I've been in charge of like a big rollout for a project, and it all happened this week. So I've had no time to watch movies, but I did watch 3. Started with the Hustler on my work from home day because I was feeling terrible and I needed some Paul Newman in my life. And I love the Hustler, and it inspired me to download 8-Ball Pool on my iPhone, which I am goated at. Then I watched Jay Kelly as well this morning. Thought it was great. I really like these like introspective stories, and I like the idea that you can try to like make amends for things that you've done in your life and make amends with 2 people in your life, but at the same time you do it too late and those people have already moved on. And I feel like this movie perfectly captures just how depressing that is, which I liked. And then obviously the ending is super cool of them just showing like all the George Clooney highlights basically. And then I watched the Holdovers. So not super exciting.
Nice.
You've kind of taken my mantle of
just a little bit.
the Hall of Fame stats.
Yeah, I've been kind of going crazy with the watches, but I've also had a lot of time. So
Yeah, we flip-flopped.
yeah. And what are you drinking?
I got holiday Coke again and water.
Nice.
So before we that was a good one. Before we dive into to the holdovers, I do want to real quick talk about the big news that our industry, our favorite industry, received over the weekend. And that is that Netflix will be buying Warner Brothers. Thoughts? Connor, I'll start with you. Thoughts?
We might be cooked.
Mm.
So now I have very conflicting feelings on this because on one hand, it's been my long-standing belief that I do think the film industry is kind of a very gate-kept industry of like, there's a lot of great films out there that just are very inaccessible to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that streaming has made it very easy to find great movies. That
Absolutely.
being said, the Netflix model sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And they've, like, Ted Sarandos, their CEO, has already said, like, the theater model is old and antiquated. Dead wrong. Like, he should be tarred and feathered and dragged down the streets. People want to go to theater still. It's not just it's not like people are being dragged to the theater to spend, like, concessions is high. You go because it's an experience. Like, you get to view this, like, a director, an actor's, like, passion being played out on a screen that you will never physically be able to have.
Mm-hmm.
With people, I mean, yeah, sometimes your crowd sucks, but with people who are also as in tune to it as you are, like, that's just something you will never have with, like, a streaming only model.
Absolutely.
And it honestly fucking sucks that it's a studio as large as Warner Brothers with the catalog they have is most likely going down that model where, like, movies, their flagship movies are gonna be in theaters for like a week and then go right to Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough. I feel kind of the same sort of conflicting thoughts, but I think this is better than Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of your personal politics and, and your thoughts about the Ellisons and, the people who are in charge over there. The reason that I'm not happy, because corporate mergers, and especially something like this, always sucks, but the reason I'm more pleased that it is not Paramount is because Netflix has proven that they're willing to fund auteur films. I mean, we literally just got Jay Kelly drop on Netflix. Rian Johnson just released a movie. They helped Scorsese make The Irishman. They've done a lot of work in that way. Yes, they release slop, but every studio does that nowadays. I mean, we just saw Friday or Five Nights at Freddy's 2 come out.
Boy.
I mean, come on. Yeah. And Paramount has already on record as being they don't care about auteur movies. They care about box office movies, and their slate for the next 2 years is absolutely terrifying. I don't know if either of you actually looked at the Paramount slate. Let's see. I
want to be able to sleep at night.
Let's see the list of Paramount movies coming out in development. Let's see. For the upcoming, here we go. December 19th, 2025, we've got the SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants.
Oh,
great.
God.
January 9th, 2026 is Primate. Don't know anything about it. It's a horror film.
Yeah.
February 27th, 2026, Scream 7. Yeah. March 20th, 2026 is Billie Eilish, her tour movie. June 12th, 2026, Scary Movie 6. August 14th, 2026, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie. October 9th, 2026, The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, which, I mean, I like it, but it's more franchise work. October 16th, 2026, Street Fighter. So November 13th, 2026, Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol. We're getting another Christmas Carol remake. November
that?
25th,
I can see-
2026,
I can look that up.
Focker-in-Law, which is Ben Stiller's new Meet the Fockers movie. Because we need another one of those. December 23rd, 2026, The Angry Birds Movie 3. January
This is
15th,
painful.
2027, Children of Blood and Bone, which is an original, but it's
Ugh.
releasing in January, so it's probably going to be no good. March 19th, 2027, Sonic the Hedgehog 4. July 30th, 2027, A Quiet Place Part 3. September 17th, 2027, the Untitled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem sequel. November 17th, 2028, Untitled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. December 22nd, 2028, Untitled Sonic film. That's what we have looking forward to on the Paramount slate for the next 3 years.
So
There
all
is
reboot,
two
rehash,
original
franchise.
movies,
Yeah.
and they're both horror movies dropping in January. It's-
Which, if you know anything about the release calendar, that is
it's bad.
dumping
That's
ground.
That is,
There's
it's a bad
always
sign.
really bad January horrors.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a
like
well-known fact. Yeah.
that's like Blumhouse's
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah.
For reference, let's see, what was it? 2025. This year, we saw The Damned, which was I actually heard was pretty decent. Wolfman,
Mm,
which
Oh,
was
yeah.
not good.
right.
Presence, which I mean, Soderbergh
Presence
not
was
bad.
good.
Inheritance, spy thriller. I don't know anything about it. Into the Deep. Connor, is it good? It's a shark movie.
Which one's that?
It's got
Into-
Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh no, this one was terrible.
Yeah. Companion did come out in January, so you know that's pretty
Okay.
decent.
Terrible. Yeah.
Last year was terrible for January.
Last year was bad.
That was like the night swim or whatever. The pool
Oh,
movie.
that's
Yeah.
the
Night Swim
haunted
was-
pool.
Yeah, the haunted pool.
That was
So,
imaginary. Yeah.
I am happy that it is not going to Paramount for that reason.
hmm
And I also do feel like with a studio like Warner Brothers, you know, you're missing out on just so much revenue at the box office
Yeah.
by not releasing in theaters. They just can't support that, I don't think. Maybe they can and maybe they will, but I just don't think, you know, releasing the Batman 2 for a week in theaters is going to do anything for Netflix's bottom line. And
Mhm.
no one's going to be signing up for Netflix plus HBO Max to
Yeah.
watch the Batman 2 in droves like they would. You know, like we were just talking about Zootopia 2. That movie has made $915 million worldwide. It has made $220 million in the US, and it's been out for 2 weeks. Like, you can't replicate that sort of instant
No.
success on streaming.
Yeah. I'm in the unique position of living in New Jersey right now, and if you know anything about so specifically I live in the same county that Netflix is being built in.
Nice.
Yeah, it's being
Fun.
built in and they have like you can just see everything changing.
Mm.
You see housing going up just like nonstop. And then they also announced that Paramount is also coming to New Jersey.
Jesus.
And they're
Interesting.
basically doing what Netflix is doing, which is building the largest studio lot, kind of like an old Hollywood backlot with like major sound stages in Bayonne, I think. It was announced.
Is New
But
Jersey becoming the new Hollywood?
that's what
I was
people are
just gonna
saying.
ask, is there like some sort of tax break in New Jersey?
There is. That was like put in by the last governor.
I see.
And
Smart.
it's being carried out, and like major tax breaks, but also just like, I mean, you see everything being filmed here,
Mhm.
like everything all the time. So it's really interesting to me to hear that like first, well, I wasn't locked in enough to know that Warner Brothers was in a bidding war. I think I heard about it way back, but I didn't realize
Yeah.
that like it was like between
Happening.
those services. Yeah. I mean, I hate what's been said about it post in terms of like, you know, like we're we need people to be like more streaming, whatever. Because Netflix, I do see them trying. Like you can almost see this like idea because they're putting the Stranger Things finale in theaters, which is completely against their entire ethos.
Yeah, it's totally
like-
opposite their whole business model.
Yeah, 100%. And if you buy the ticket, you're actually not buying a ticket. You're buying a food and drink credit
Interesting.
when you get to the
Interesting.
theater. So it was, yeah. It's like, oh, your ticket's free, but you have to pay $20 to get this like food and beverage thing.
Yeah.
When you get there, you can just do that. So you can almost see that they're maybe testing in weird ways to like see if
Yeah.
there is like ways to do, because they still do theatrical releases. I mean, like I saw Wake Up Dead Man in a theater. There is like limited releases on that. So it's a really strange thing. I don't quite know what the plan is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like putting that finale in a theater is almost insane if you
Yeah,
really
it's very
think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not, I don't love a monopoly,
No,
No.
but
that'll be the biggest challenge.
I think, if it's between whoever it's between, it wasn't Paramount. So,
Yeah. It
Okay with
was
that.
the other bidder was Comcast Universal, which
Yes.
I mean they probably would have been the best option, but they were the least equipped to get it done. in the
100%.
grand scheme of it. Just one final thought here. I mean, a lot of people, I think, rightfully so, are concerned about the theater industry, but a lot of people too are also, I think, jumping the gun a bit as to like theaters are over. This is it. This is going to kill the theaters, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I am less convinced. I do think the way I look at it is this: theater and the theater industry has had to survive a lot. First, it was radio, and people said when radio was introduced that radio was going to kill the theater industry, and it did. It just changed. And then it was cable TV came along, and people said, "Oh, well, this is going to kill the theaters," and it didn't. It just changed. And then it was video at home, first VHS and home video. That was going to kill the theater industry, and it didn't. And so, and streaming is just the latest thing that's come along that has been, this is going to kill the theater industry. And I'm not convinced, but theaters will have to change. It is too expensive to go to the movie theaters now. And things need to change. Literally, Em and I when we went to the Housemaid, my ticket was free. Our tickets,
Right.
because we were invited. We were lucky enough to be invited. But we still paid for, and I got a free popcorn.
Nice.
Because it was my birthday. And even with that, we paid like $15 for a small fountain drink and a bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
And and then when we went to see Zootopia, we spent, our tickets, we saw it in the nice X Plus theater at my showcase, but it was $18 per ticket, and then we spent $33 on concessions.
Yeah.
And that's just two of us. So I think the theater model will have to change to survive and adapt, but I don't think it's going to kill it. I don't think anything can replace it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I also think, honestly, if COVID didn't kill it, that
Right.
was like, to me,
That
like
was
what
the other
I
thing
figured.
too.
Yeah, I
COVID's going
thought
to kill
that
the theaters, and
that was going to be it. I was like, oh,
Right.
yeah, no. Like, how are they going to come back from this? Because it was just getting people, like, I remember Tom Cruise's whole campaign, like, go to the theaters, like, getting people just to go back. Because, I mean, for, 2 years or a year and a half, no one was going anywhere. So, without that, like, and the fact that they did survive, I think you can see it. You could see, like, AMC's putting a lot of, like, movies back in theaters, movies that already are loved, already are like,
that helps.
That's going to
Yeah.
be the big thing. I mean, literally, I was just talking to my boss, who she doesn't go to the last time she went to the theater was for Wicked last year. And she went to the theater. She brought her young son to the theater this past weekend, because the newest, the Benedict Cumberbatch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas animated, they put
Yeah.
it back in theaters. And so she brought her kid to the theater to watch this movie for the first time. Like, people are willing. I mean, Zootopia 2, we saw. People are willing to
Yeah.
go to the theaters and spend the money, but things have to change a little bit. You have to make it cheaper, and I think repertory screenings of older films have to make a bigger comeback.
Yeah,
I will
I
say
agree.
this too, because I did listen to the Town with Matt Bellany,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget when this podcast came out. It was a while ago, but then I looked up the article. It's the younger generations are the ones who are driving like the ticket sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
the future is with them. Like they're fine. It's like the older generations who aren't going to the movie theater, which if you're looking at like just from a health of the industry, that's where you want to be. You don't
Yeah.
want to be in a place where like your audience is like dying out and is unsustainable. Like you want to be where like it's young, because it's what this article and the study was saying is like it's Gen Z is like 90% of the ticket sales, or like
Mhm.
90% of Gen Z are going to the movies. And what the article is saying is kids nowadays, the boomer take, are so society has gotten so kind of like centralized that it's like a place for everyone to just go be away from their personal screens, again, go with friends, enjoy something as a community that they just don't have, because a lot of their childhood has been all about like their own personal experiences. So I don't think the theater is going to die, because I think the younger generations are going to keep this tendency up.
Yeah. And I don't know. It just also doesn't really make sense to me as a business-minded person to look at streams of revenue for a business and say, we don't want that one.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you, crazy?
Yeah, it's
To
like
look at because like the Netflix model is you subscribe to the platform and then you have all of their movies. There's no like VOD. There's no you like renting on Netflix. So if they had a movie like a Zootopia 2, they're basically saying we don't want $1 billion. We'll pass for our so we can drop this on our platform and get the same revenue that we would have gotten if it didn't drop on the platform. Like it makes no sense to me. It makes
Yeah.
no business sense. No matter what Ted Sarandos says about the theater experience, I mean, you're not going to say no to that revenue stream.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
True.
But hey, his son watched Lawrence of Arabia on his phone. And he's an
Apparently,
editor.
he's the end all be all, I guess. All right, let's end this conversation
Yeah.
and now
Yep.
talk about the Holdovers.
Yes.
So the Holdovers came out in 2023, and this is a wonderful Christmas comedy directed by Alexander Payne and starring Paul Giamatti, Divine Joy Randolph, and Dominic Sessa. And have you guys seen this movie before? Is this the first time you're watching this?
I've seen it since it came out, which was
Mm.
only 2023. I have seen it 4 times.
I think I've seen it at least 5 times.
I have
Yeah.
seen it 8 times. So
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
we've seen it a lot. This is, has been kind of a staple. Launched on this podcast, our Dominic Sessa campaign. He has been. We need to have him on an episode. That would be incredible.
He won our best actor for that year.
Did he?
Yeah,
he did.
At our boxers, because our rule was you couldn't be nominated for an Oscar, so he snuck in.
Lovely. So if you want to watch this movie, unfortunately, it's only available to rent, unless you own it. And do any of you own this movie?
Not yet.
Yes, I do.
I do as well. I have the DVD with slipcover.
Yes, I have the Blu-ray, which was a gift
Ooh,
from my
nice.
friend for my birthday. Yep, he didn't even wrap it. He just goes, "Here,
Thank
thank you." That's actually
That's
actually
fantastic.
better. Thank you. Yeah.
I will
Shout out
say,
Alex.
I was checking out the sales on this movie because I was thinking about buying the 4K. First off, 4K is on sale right now. Shout Factory is doing their a sale on Amazon, and it is on sale for 11% off. But the Blu-ray is $9.99 on Amazon. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna rent it and pay $5 to rent it, you might as well pay another $5 and own it forever.
Yeah, because you're gonna want to own it forever once you see it.
Exactly.
You will.
Exactly. So, bring back physical media. That's what I say.
Yes.
I do have questions for each of you, though. Connor, I'll start with you.
Rip.
Is this one of the best ensemble
Yes.
casts of the last 10 years?
Yep.
It's up there. I don't know if I can say it's the best, but I mean, it's tough because, like, even in that year, it's like you had Oppenheimer come out.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Iron Claw come out. But I think this is probably the best ensemble of like young in the sense of like young in their career talent.
Yeah. Breakthrough
Paul
talent, I
Giamatti.
Guess.
Yes.
And then Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
And Jasmine, I got a question for you too. Is this the best looking movie set in the 70s that wasn't made in the 70s? And now
Yes.
I know that is quite an interesting question, so I do have some examples here for you.
I was gonna say source
Okay,
it.
thank you.
Boogie Nights.
Me answering. Okay.
Almost Famous.
All right.
Dazed and Confused.
All my
Inherent
faves.
Vice. Argo. Zodiac. Brokeback Mountain. Licorice Pizza. American Hustle. All movies made right at the turn of the century or after. That are set in the 1970s. Is this the best, and not the best quality movie, but the best looking movie? Is this the most 70s movie of all those movies?
I think yes. I think it is like perfect in its like encapsulation of it, and especially like the 70s. Like again, we think Boogie Nights, we think Dazed and Confused. You think like hot summer, sticky, colorful, little mini shorts, rollerblades, that kind of vibe, right? But the winter, totally
Unmatched.
different. So cozy, so like warm. Like this movie feels like a hug. I love it. I would say I love Almost Famous and the way that looks for the 70s too. It's almost hard to compare because like I said, like it's very, very hard to say like this is the best like 70s, but 70s winter, I'm just going to say yes. I'm going to say yes.
I like the answer.
Yeah.
I will say one of the things that I like about this movie, I own a lot of physical media, but I have this movie on DVD. It looks fantastic on DVD.
Yeah.
This is the type of movie, the way that they made it, and I'll go into some of that stuff, but watching it on DVD at the lower quality, it actually, I think, helps the film. It feels like something that you could see from that time. Like, it feels very 70s in that way, too, even at the 480i quality of a DVD. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I think the landscapes and the zooms and all of that help, too, especially with like the
Yes.
grain and the grit.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we will definitely be going over that as we get into the review. But a little bit of background first. So first things first. Dominic Sessa. This is his first film. He was cast as a student at Deerfield Academy in Massachusetts. It is his first film role, and Deerfield Academy was one of the schools used for the exterior shots of this movie. Kind of neat. They were just like they were scouting the locations and came across Sessa, and we're like, we want you to try out. Basically, we want you to audition, and he got the role, which is really cool. And great Massachusetts representation, so I love it. Even though this movie features a heavy film look that is reminiscent of the 70s, it was entirely shot digital. It was not shot on film using an Arri Alexa Mini. And then they added all of the celluloid, the film grain, the halation, all the dirt and gate weave. All of that was added post-production. Could have fooled me. It looks incredible.
Yeah.
And then also the 1970s stylizations of Focus Features and Miramax logos were created for this movie. Neither of those studios existed in the 1970s. So they were fully created by graphic designer Nate Carlson, who also worked with Alexander Payne on Election from 1999. And Miramax loved it so much that they actually hired him to design their new permanent logo, which was unveiled in Operation Fortune Ruse de Guerre and The Beekeeper. both very memorable movies, I'm sure. Both Jason Statham action nonsense. And then many of the I just like to highlight this because this is actually close to where my dad grew up. But many of the scenes were filmed at Fairhaven High School in Fairhaven, Massachusetts, in February of 2022 during their school's February break. It stormed that week, so all of the snow is legit from from a storm that hit Fairhaven High School.
Paid actor.
Yeah. And then during their Boston adventure, Hunnam and Angus go to watch the real 1970 comedy western Little Big Man at the Orpheum Theater, which was directed by Arthur Penn and starring Dustin Hoffman and Faye Dunaway. I just thought that was neat. So this movie was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, and that included Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, which won. Divine Joy Randolph won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Editing, and was snubbed for Best, in my opinion, snubbed for Best Cinematography, which it totally could have been nominated because the other nominees that year were El Conde, Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, and Poor Things. Just Maestro, get out of there.
Thank
Put the Holdovers in
you.
there.
Yes.
And I liked Maestro. I actually enjoyed that movie, but
It's just black and white.
yeah, it's like, whoa.
Ooh.
All right. Well, that's kind of the background here. But Connor, Sam's not here, so you're in charge of the review. So why don't you take us through what the people thought of this movie?
Yeah, subbing in. So, if you guys couldn't guess, this movie is pretty good. Critics agree, audience agree. We'll see if we all agree. But critics, it's a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Sorry, couldn't get to my mute switch there. With the audience, it's a 92%. So,
Wow.
again, we all loved it. On IMDb, it's a 7.9. So again, that's pretty high. And then I'm gonna read a positive review, not just the a negative one, since it's so highly rated. And we're gonna take it from our good friends over at Robert Ebert. And this is a
Who?
Roger Ebert. I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
It's okay. I know you're sick,
I was
but
like,
I tagged it.
I know. I tried to just say it fast because I didn't write it down. I'm like, it's 50-50.
See, you knew it. You're just sick. That's okay.
Exactly. So this is, it was a 3. They gave it a 3.5. This is from Brian Tallarico. This is just a snippet. It's a very good review. You should read it for yourselves. Hollywood has a long history of stories of makeshift families that learn something. But then, why does The Holdovers feel so fresh? It's probably because it's been so long since one of these stories feels this true. Payne and his team recognize the cliches of this life lesson, but they embed them with truths that will always be timeless. Everyone has an unexpected friendship or even mentorship with someone who forever altered their direction in life. And everyone has that young person who has shocked them out of their stasis, either through revealing what they have become or failed to be. The Holdovers is consistently smart, funny movie about people who are easy to root for. Don't do that. And like the ones we know. Its greatest accomplishment is not how easy it is to see yourself in Paul, Angus, or Mary, is that you'll see yourself in all 3. What?
Fantastic. Sorry, I was starting to laugh at the progression of that one part, and then just the look up of "don't do that." That almost broke me. That was really good.
What's funny too is like on my screen, you are so low quality.
Oh
like,
yeah,
all I see is your beard. Just
Nice.
oh my gosh.
nice.
But
Okay.
as per tradition, we gave you a positive review. It's a positive movie. Now it's time for the
Review.
thank you.
Mhm.
So we got a 1 star or 1 out of 10 from IMDb. This person really could not get over one small detail.
Oh God.
On paper, it hits its notes, but there is something wrong with it that I could not articulate. Then I realized, it's a bait and switch. They broke the entire concept of the movie. The entire premise is that they are stuck in school together, to the point where when the helicopter takes off, you feel a sense of dread that they are now alone, trapped together, and must make do, and must find grace in the discomfort, learn all those lessons. This is a great premise for a film, and it must work in that premise. Suddenly, they're going out to bars, to parties, to the city, to insane asylums, to bowling alleys. This is a problem so fundamentally wrong with the movie, it stinks the entire thing in my view. To start with, it's lazy, but artistically it's cowardly. The helicopter taking off now means nothing because they hit the road regardless. Imagine in the Breakfast Club, they escape the school and go on a road trip with 10 different stops. It's no longer the Breakfast Club then. Then it becomes Ferris Bueller's Day Off. As in here, in the holdover, there is no holdover to speak of. They aren't trapped in the school. They just go wherever they fancy with this gigantic god-eye cop-out of, well, we have a field trip fun, so let's throw the screenplay out the window. Bait and switching the premise is one of my great pet peeves in film, and it's a shame because they set out to make a great film, but Payne couldn't help it. He is unable to break out of this mold of making road trip films, and there I was, refreshed, going in that he was trying to make something new.
It's just a fundamental misreading of this movie.
Yeah, 100%.
I know. It's like, I thought they were just going to stay in the school.
Also,
left.
like, it sounds like the premise to a horror movie and not like a Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I don't know, man.
And it's not like the holding over is not just like, yes, he is stuck at the school. It's that he is stuck at the school without family and with a grieving woman for her dead son and a professor that he cannot stand. Like,
Yeah.
that's the fundamental plot at hand here. And the fact that they come together to appreciate each other in the Christmas spirit is the reason for the movie. It's not boy stuck at school. Oh shit. Oh well. You know?
Wait, they
Yeah,
have
no.
car?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
So it's a bad take. It's just a bad take.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time we actually get to the review. So Connor, why don't you take us through The Holdovers? If you can,
Yeah.
do you want me to read it? I'll read it, or Jasmine can read it.
I mean, I'd have to share it with you guys, but I got it.
Okay.
You got this. Yeah.
Thank you. I just can't look at you in case I mess something up.
I will cover my
Fair.
face.
Sorry. Again, I couldn't reach the mute.
You don't have to apologize.
I'm sorry. All right, The Holdovers in a nutshell. In December 1970, Paul Hunnam is a teacher at Barton Academy, a New England all-male boarding school that he once attended on scholarship. His students and fellow teachers despise him for his strict grading and stubborn personality. As punishment, Hunnam is forced to supervise 5 students left on campus during the Christmas holiday break, including Angus Tully, whose mother canceled a family trip to St. Kitts to instead honeymoon with her new husband. Also staying behind is a cafeteria manager, Mary Lamb, whose late son, Curtis, attended Barton and recently died in the Vietnam War after being drafted. After 6 days, one of the students' wealthy father arrives by helicopter and agrees to take all 5 students on the family's ski trip with their parents' permission. However, Angus is unable to reach his parents for permission, and he is left at Barton alone with Hunnam and Mary. Hunnam and Tully are at odds for most of the holdover, including when Angus dislocates his arm disobeying Hunnam's orders. The two begin to bond at a diner, and when they go to an associate's Christmas party on Christmas Eve before Mary breaks down and Angus tells him that his father is dead. On Christmas Day, Hunnam takes Tully to Boston for the day after dropping Mary off in Roxbury to see her sisters. Angus sneaks away before being caught, telling Hunnam he wants to go see his father, who isn't actually dead but in a psychiatric hospital. The visit doesn't go as Angus hoped, but Hunnam, having grown closer to him over the past weeks, comforts him before they all head back to Barton. When school resumes, Angus's mom and stepdad, having found out about the trip to see his dad, go to the school with the intention of pulling him out and enrolling him in military school. But Hunnam assumes blame for the trip and defends Angus, resulting in him getting fired. Angus is allowed to remain at Barton, but Hunnam steals expensive cognac from the headmaster as he leaves. Mary, who has come to better terms with Curtis's death, gives Hunnam a notebook for the monograph he plans to write. Hunnam and Angus share a farewell, and in his car, Hunnam takes a sip of cognac and spits it out towards the school as he drives away. And that is the Holdovers in a nutshell.
Fantastic. You did great. You didn't mess up at all.
It's not that I thought I was going to mess up. It's just like my breathing capacity is like kind of shot.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's okay. You did fantastic.
Thank you.
So let's talk about what works. That's our first category here. I will start you off with kind of right at the beginning, the title cards and the establishing shots of this movie, of the nature and the school and, you know, kind of all of that stuff. It's really good.
Yeah.
The music in this movie is incredible.
Yeah.
It's just there's something about it, and I loved it. I just think that it's really good.
I think it matches the tone incredibly well. Like, it's very soft. It's very thoughtful. Like, very often it's just kind of like one instrument. Kind of like that. I don't know what genre of music you would say it is, but it's very
folk.
like,
Folk
I was gonna say
music.
it's very folky.
Mhm.
Like, it just makes you feel like you're in a sweater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, and beyond like the vibe of it too, the actual camera work, he just like I mentioned before, all of the work that they did to do in the post processing of adding the film grain and adding so it looks like it came straight out of 1970. It's worth it because it adds an extra element to this movie that you wouldn't think even needed to exist. Like I was watching Paul Feig's Christmas movie Last Christmas. I started to watch it from 2019, and that movie looks so screamingly 2020s basically that it's like, if this movie was like that, it would have been maybe borderline unwatchable, or it would have been like very Hallmarky.
Yeah. I agree.
So I really enjoyed that. I also like how we see all the main characters right away. You know, as it's going through that opening montage, we see Hunnam and his whole shtick. We get a scene with Angus. We get a scene with Mary, and you understand them pretty much right away. So I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Jasmine, what did you like here about this movie?
So I know we already mentioned it, obviously, the ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
We
that
can talk about it in depth.
yeah, the three of them together, like their dynamic, the way that the relationship builds, like in a like naturally, like,
Mhm.
you know, you can see them like really starting to like actually respect each other, and you know, I really like that. I think that's really, really well handled in this film. And just to go along with that, my other major thing I love about this movie is it is a Christmas movie. There is I wouldn't say melancholy tone to it, but there's again like this softness, this like
Somber.
quietness and somber, perfect word.
Uh-huh.
But the emotion in the film never feels melodramatic. It feels
Yes.
so authentic, real, genuine, that I think that that's why it's such an emotionally impactful film for anyone watching it, because you can like really just, it's in the little micro what's it called, like changes in their faces, just everything,
Yeah.
expressions, micro expressions, but yeah, everything about the way like each line is delivered, like a crack in their voice even when they say something, like I just think it's perfect in that sense. And I think the ensemble, like all the three major actors, all really put their entire heart into their characters. And yeah, I think that's not an easy feat. For none of it to feel melodramatic is like, yeah, very cool, very amazing.
Yeah, there's like having seen this, as many times as I have, and also 3 times in the last 2 weeks, I really was focusing in this time when I watched it today on the individual performances and like what each person was doing. And so like with Paul Giamatti, you get little things in his performance that like indicate this is a guy who, I mean, he's alone in the world and he's idiosyncratic and a little weird, but he, a lot of his personality comes from the fact that he has factors outside of his control that have shaped the way he is. He is reclusive, but that's because he knows that he smells like fish and looks a little weird and sweats a lot, which that's like a dastardly trio. That really sucks.
Yeah.
But, it's also the way that Paul Giamatti crafts this character. The way he runs is weird, and the way he carries himself is weird, and the way he moves his face, and it's a little gross and weird. Like there's the scene when they're outside and he's like having all the holdovers running outside, and then he smokes his pipe and starts choking on the smoke. Like the way that he does that even is like, oh, it's a little gross. I mean, you get this feeling from him. And then when you switch to someone like Divine Joy Randolph, it's like every scene you see of her, you feel her grief. You feel it in her eyes and in her tone and the way she looks at Hunnam or the way she watches TV. Like, there's a sadness to it. And then Angus, I think, has the biggest change. Dominic Sessa channels at the beginning. He's a little arrogant. He's sarcastic. He's very outwardly confident, but internally struggles. And then by the end of the movie, he loses a lot of that arrogance and comes to appreciate more the people around him, which I think, there's a moment at the end of the film, even when Kuntz and the other kid are watching Hunnam pack up, and Kuntz makes the joke about turd burgling. Hilarious, by the way. But, and then Angus comes in, and like that beginning of the movie, Angus would have made some snarky remark, would have like told him to shut up, would have been like, you're an asshole, whatever. But here he's just like, it's not what I heard. And that's it. And it's like, that's a real change in that character that you feel and see it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
I just can't believe that it was his first film role. That just, I'm so mad. I'm like furious.
Yeah. And I think a lot of credit goes to like the script and the way, I know we spent a lot of time talking about it, but like the way that they built these characters up, I think the writing of it really went, a lot of it had to go to like, here's how this character is now, here's where it's going to be. So we really need this character to start somewhere where this growth is not going to seem out of place, and also like it has to be achievable as well.
Right. I mean, and you get with him specifically, you get those moments of like, he's kind of a jerk, but he's not unsalvageable. He's obviously, he's a good student. He helps out Eugene or whatever his name is. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
When he pees the bed, which I'll talk about that scene later, but
yeah. But I think like the scene at the diner when like he like kind of picks the fight with the townies.
Yep.
And he sees that the one guy like lost his arm in the war, or I don't know if it's his whole arm.
I assume
or the
it's the
hand.
war.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much, but and like Hunnam has to tell him like, listen, like you're a Barton kid, like you will never see like a day of conflict in your life.
Right.
Like these guys like are going, and you don't know like they don't know if they're ever coming back.
Yeah.
And I think that is so fundamental in his like kind of shift. Because like the whole threat with him is like he thinks that going to military school is going to be like the end of him, and then having that encounter with like the vet who lost his hand is like, oh shit,
it could be so much worse.
Exactly.
I totally agree. I actually wanted to ask you when you mentioned the script. I'll ask both of you. This is, I mean, obviously a Christmas movie. It's very uplifting. It's very uh, hopeful at times. The script very vulgar. Lots of swearing in this movie.
Yeah.
For
Well, yeah,
like
it's
this
an-
kind of vibe. How
it's
do
an
you
all-boys
feel about
school.
it? Are you okay with it? Is it, could they
I
have
would-
dialed it back?
I mean, I think it would have felt out of place. Like, I mean, you're in a all boys private school. Like
Mhm.
that place is ramped with testosterone.
True.
Like even the professors, I mean, they're living on campus. At least most of them, probably. I know at least
I
Hunnam.
assume most, yeah.
And you see, like, when Koontz kind of talks out of line about Mary, you see, like, that kind of internalized anger come out. Like, there's a lot of pent-up emotion in there, so it makes sense
Absolutely.
that they're gonna talk pretty bad.
Yeah.
100%. And I think it feels very real.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but when I was in high school, that was, everyone swears. Everyone was,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still do it. I don't
Yeah.
have the most age appropriate language, but that's okay.
No. If I'm being so honest, I didn't even realize that I love the dialogue in the movie, and
If-
I'm also from New Jersey.
Oh, well, yeah,
It's-
there you go.
Yeah.
I
and
mean, I feel
yeah,
like-
that's
I don't know how it
definitely
is-
part of it.
I don't know how it
Not
is
to
in
like
Connecticut,
feed into the
but
stereotype, but yeah.
it's like New
it's
Jersey
pretty-
and Massachusetts are like, if you had to pick the
And New
top of the
York.
top, it's like New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey. It's kind of the angriest people
Yeah.
in the country.
Yep. Yeah. But I love the dialogue. I think it all felt very natural. So it didn't really stand out to me as being like over the top or anything like
Yeah.
that. I do get what you're saying though, with like
Mhm.
it being like more of a holiday movie.
Yeah.
There's just certain things you don't do. But yeah.
I
mean,
like
I'm
that
in New
it
Jersey,
bucks
like,
tradition, though.
yeah,
I do.
for sure. Like, well, I'm not kidding when I say like I have servers at restaurants that they just there's no monitoring our language here.
Not at all.
Yeah. So
And it turns on like that, too. It's like
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
a dime.
yep.
Yep. Connor, what else did you really like about this movie?
I guess going off more of the script too, and it's something you kind of mentioned too, Jasmine. Like, going with like kind of the tone. The movie handles a lot of really complex themes
Mhm.
very well. Like, it doesn't hold your hand as it dives into like race, class, mental health. Like when Mary's talking about how like Curtis had to join the army just to go to college. Like, other movies are like really gonna like throw signs up to be like, hey guys, take note of this.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you see how she's saying this in a private school where she has to work just to get her son in.
Yeah, in
Like-
2025, that scene is people walking to the entrance of the private school and the big gate that says private school on it, and they look up and say, wow, the only way I can afford to send my son here is by working here. It's like,
And you know what? They'd have a scene of Mary like driving around back with like Curtis. Like,
yeah,
and be like, oh, you can't be seen going in with those kids because
Yeah.
you don't pay to go here.
yeah, exactly. And here
But
it's
no,
very natural.
Exactly. It's natural. Like, everything feels real. They like talk about it in mature ways, especially like the mental health with Angus, well, Angus himself and then his dad. I just thought like another, like, especially in this old age that we're in now, I feel like a lot of movies get the old woke label slapped on them.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like they handled it very maturely.
hmm
100%. And two, handled it maturely for the time period it's set in, too. I mean, this is
Mhm.
1970 we're talking about. Like, issues of race and class and those sorts of things were not talked about. They were,
Yeah.
race was still a serious issue in this country, and class as well, was an issue, and mental health was just not even a thing in 1970. And so the fact that this movie handles all of those things and presents it in a very 1970 way,
Mhm.
it makes you think, but without slapping you over the face with it.
Yeah. And that's when the messages are more effective, in my opinion, when they're
Absolutely.
not hammering it in your head, like, or in your face. Like, you can actually, you know, see it,
Exactly.
appreciate it. Yeah. Think for yourself.
When they're
Like,
having
it
a
feels,
conversation about it instead of like trying
yes,
to like force a message with it.
yes.
Exactly.
And I would say that's a major credit to the director trusting the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't get enough of that nowadays. Well,
No.
we just spent a whole segment talking about Netflix, but the Netflixication of scripts where it's like you
Yeah.
must describe what you are doing at all times,
Yeah.
so that people
Yeah.
on
Love
their phone
exposition. Yeah.
can pay attention. It's like no, just lay it out.
Yep.
One of the things I like here, kind of switching gears a little bit. I enjoy how just another little note on Paul Hunnam as a character. I like how the movie establishes that his entire personality is his work, is ancient history.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
he's got nothing else going for him in his life. He doesn't watch TV. He reads mystery novels. His favorite book is Meditations by Marcus Aurelius,
Mhm.
and he makes references to ancient civilization constantly in casual conversation.
Yeah.
I think that's just a really cool character trait for this character that makes me feel like sorry for him a little bit. It's like this guy really has nothing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what you were saying when like you're describing his character, how like he is reclusive and he is kind of awkward, but he does want to, he is like reaching out to have these conversations. He just doesn't know how. And I think his defense, or not his defense, but his go-to is like when he tries to talk to the Santa at the Candlepin bowling, is like, hey, did you know that your costume is actually wrong? Because Saint Nicholas actually wore this back in the 1400s.
And it's like no one cares.
Exactly. It's just like he can't help it, but that's just kind of how like some people are. Like they know what their strength is, and they might just not be strong at talking to other people, and they're gonna try to blend the two.
Yeah, it's like in the Christmas party too, the mistletoe moment where like he gets the kiss under the mistletoe and then he goes into a spiel about the history of the mistletoe or something like that.
Exactly.
And it's like, and then the other teacher's like, "Oh, okay." It's like that classic like this is not what I was buying into when I entered this
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. One of the other things that I really like too is I love the sets of this movie. Obviously, it was all filmed on location. They did not use any sound stages at all. Even for interior shots, it was all on location at the various schools in Massachusetts that they filmed at, and homes and whatever in Boston. But I love how everything feels so lived in and
Mhm.
so natural. You know, Mary's home feels like her actual home, and so does Hunnam's apartment. And the kitchen, the school kitchen, like I was just in the scene where he's peeling potatoes, and as they talk about how they were invited to the Christmas party, like I was paying attention to everything else in that scene aside from the characters, because it's like a whole tray of potatoes in front of him, a stacked 4 deep of like containers and kitchen cookware and stuff like that on the table behind him, bulletin boards with notes and recipes and stuff pinned up on the back. Like it feels real. Whereas like, you know, I watched The Housemaid again. Speaking to that, is, you know, very like clean cut. It's a problem with many movies nowadays is like the sets feel so clean that it's like, okay, like this is not real. This is staged. This does not feel that way at all.
Yeah. Too well lit, something like
Yes, too well
Yep.
lit. Yep. And then kind of just speaking onto the technical side of things too, the camera work is really great.
Yeah.
You know, they made a real dedication to do to emulate 70s camera work. You know, you've got slow fades, you've got static shots. The crash zoom is used twice in this movie
Very
to
good.
great effect. And then also having a really wide depth of field as well is quite good as well. You know, focusing on the whole foreground, middle ground, background, and not just having the foreground in focus and everything else way blurry, which is a real problem nowadays. I just really enjoyed that too. All right, Jasmine, I'll go to you next.
Yeah.
Give me something else that you liked about this movie.
Okay, something else that I liked about this movie. I mean, there's not much I don't like about the movie.
Fair. The whole movie, really.
I'm going to say that it has one of my favorite endings of a movie.
That's a good call.
In recent years. I think that's one of my favorite things. I mean, this is spoilers, so we can get into it.
All right,
But-
we're past that.
Yeah,
Spoilers are.
I just wanted
Connor
to
read
make
the
sure.
plot, so spoilers are
Yeah,
are,
okay,
are,
cool,
are
cool,
on the
cool.
table
Just-
now.
Just making sure. But yeah, so I know we always talk about the scenes and everything, and this is definitely going to be up for one of my favorite scenes. But the ending handshake,
Yes.
the emotional weight
Mhm.
between those characters and that handshake and that moment. I am not someone who cries often or feels anything ever, obviously.
Oof.
But just kidding. But when they shake each other's hand, and I literally like tears. There's that holds more emotional weight than like certain kisses at the end of romance films. Like I
100%.
think that it's like one of the most intimate, beautiful moments in film. The way it's shot, the way it's just such a quick, soft, like again, nothing's ever heavy-handed, but all the meaning behind it.
You feel
Perfect.
it, and it's in their
Yes.
eyes too. It's in their
Yes.
and their expressions, and you can see Hunnam is like he's holding back tears in that
Yes.
moment.
Yup.
Mhm.
And it's a good
Um,
handshake. Like as far
oh,
as
yeah.
like it's
That's
a
a
fun
one.
yeah.
M came in. I was watching this. M was not home, and she came in at the end of the movie, and that scene came on. And she's like, "Please hug, just hug, please.
Yeah. No,
It's like-
literally.
It's like me at the end of Twisters. It's like, just kiss.
Come
Yeah.
on."
And then they just like walk away. I was like, oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But here, I got that.
That's saved for Twisters with the 3 eyes. It'll be like to 3 sters.
To 3 stars.
All right. I think that's a good time, unless anyone has anything else that they want to bring up. That's a good time, I think, to switch to what doesn't work about this movie. And there's not a lot for me, but I do have a couple things. The scene in Boston with the prostitute at the Brattle bookstore, I don't care. I did not need that. I just I like the Brattle bookstore. You know, that's a really cool Boston attraction, which is that outdoor bookstore. I just it just feels very out of place. I don't really want it there, to be honest. What about you guys? What doesn't work?
I only had 2 things, so you can
Okay.
go, Jasmine.
I just have one. So
yeah, you can go.
Okay. One tiny little nitpick. And again, like totally not even like really an issue for me, just a small nitpick, is I do think that Angus's parents are maybe slightly underdeveloped. Just slightly. Like I
Yeah.
could have used just the teeniest, tiniest bit more. Like, yes, we know his mom is just like whatever, like off with her husband, whatever. But, you know, they're very quick to just like move on, and we have to accept that.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, okay, you plan this trip for your son with you over the holidays, but now you're just dropping it. But you clearly care about your son enough to have done it in the first place. I don't know. It's just, it was all just a little too, that just, and the relationship between even like the mom and the dad, and just the littlest bit underdeveloped. That's all.
Mhm.
Tiny nitpick.
Yeah.
I even feel bad saying it. Yeah.
I mean, on that kind of similar vein, I feel like the storyline of the schizophrenic dad too is just
Yeah.
kind of like we could remove that, I think,
Mhm.
or change it up a little bit, because
Yeah.
it's just kind of that moment really kind of takes me out of the movie for like 3 minutes.
Yep.
So I can agree with that. Connor, what about you?
So this is also my hot take, but it's something that I thought didn't work. So obviously, like private school teachers, they're kind of like their own breed. They got especially someone like him, he's probably a tenure, and obviously it's the
Yeah.
70s. Teachers can get away with a lot. But I feel like he would have got fired a long time ago because he is like he's borderline abusive to these kids.
Yeah.
Dude, this is well. I have 2 hot takes. This is one of them too.
Yeah,
There's no chance that Hunnam is employed for this long.
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
yeah. My hot take is he got fired so long ago because he is borderline of like he's so offensive to them. He's so mean, like
And he
Obvi-
he gives them bad grades.
he gives
Yeah.
him back. Obviously, he has the incident with like the senator's son, like which cost them like funding. So obviously, like that would have gotten any teacher fired. But just like on a personal level, it's like those kids would complain, like,
Yeah.
Mercilessly.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And
if
he's
a-
not even nice to the dean.
exactly.
Like-
He's
No.
not nice to staff. Like the staff doesn't
There's-
like him either.
Yeah. So why would they even want to keep him around?
Yeah. I totally agree. Like, this dude survives maybe 10 years, and then they're like, all right, we're
Not
done.
even. I don't think
Yeah.
he gets the tenure.
No.
Yeah.
Especially because like he's technically not qualified for the job,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which-
true.
which is a plot point that just comes and goes.
Yep.
It's like, oh, he actually doesn't have a degree, and that's why he works at Barton. I would have
Yeah.
just gone and gotten my degree somewhere else. He's got the
Mhm.
credits. Like, it's not like his credits become null and void and non-transferable. Just don't go to fucking Harvard. Just go somewhere else, man.
I guess they would probably be like, hey, so you were at Harvard, what happened? Like, we can see that, you've got, what's it called? Like, there's like there's a fancy term for when you get
There's a
caught
mark
for,
on your permanent record.
yeah, no, there's a technical term for when you get caught for like plagiarism.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they're probably like, hey, so what the fuck's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other thing that doesn't really work for me, Hunnam's alcoholism is never addressed.
No, it's not.
Except one passing comment from the I don't know if it was Kuntz or the other kid, the football kid, who was like, oh, he's like drunk at 11 a.m.
I think,
Well,
that was the football
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, but it's
think.
like he's drinking in pretty much every scene. And I feel like there's a lot of opportunity, especially when you're talking about so many other like very important things. A lot of room to talk about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got 2 other small nitpicks. This movie to me really takes off and is really good once all of the other holdover kids leave, and it takes a
Yeah.
bit too long to get there. It's like 45 minutes into the movie by the time they have left, and it's just the 3 people. I would have liked it to be a little bit sooner. And on that same vein, no chance that the other kids allow Kuntz to come with them on the skiing trip, because that kid sucks.
Yeah.
No chance. If I was the Jason Smith, the quarterback, I'd be like, dude, no, you were just an asshole to all of us.
Yeah.
Like, no, you get to stay.
Counterpoint, he let him smoke his weed, so
Well, I guess that's
like-
true.
yeah.
You're
Fair.
good. You're good if you do that.
I actually just thought of 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Again, super nitpicky, but it's based off that first one you just said about how like the movie kind of takes once
Mhm.
the kids are gone. Once you have the whole emotional kind of climax with the dad, and then pretty much then it's like the next day that everyone's back and
Yeah.
Yeah.
could have had a little more time to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maybe a scene of them actually like arriving back at the school and recovering from the Boston trip, and
Yeah, acknowledging that everyone's coming back the next day.
yeah. One more dinner together kind of thing. Although we do kind of get that with the
Yeah, the Cherries Jubilee.
Cherries
Yeah,
Jubilee
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But at the school too. Yeah, I think you're right.
Agreed.
How did you guys feel about the day count as well?
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
That was a
I
little
agree.
unnecessary.
Oh.
It would have been
Personally.
worse if it was like called attention to, but the fact that it just pops up is like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It pops up and pops out, but I was just like, do I really need to know that it's December 27th right now?
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, once it's like past Christmas. Well, even you don't even really need it leading up to Christmas. You would just see that it was Christmas.
Exactly. Like, it's Christmas Eve. You know it because
Mm-hmm.
they say it's Christmas Eve. You know it's Christmas Day because it's the next day. Like, they call out the major days.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move to our best moment of the movie. I've got a few nominees for you. I've got the entire Boston trip.
Yeah.
I've got the holiday party. I've got the diner scene.
Yep.
Which is the first diner scene after the he dislocates his shoulder.
Mhm.
I've got all 3 scenes that take place in Mary's home,
Yes.
and I've got the restaurant conversation and Angus's monologue about his family. And then finally, just not gonna take it, but there's a little moment in the New Year's Eve when it's New Year's Eve and like the countdown happens, like, oh, Happy New Year or whatever, and everyone's like hugging and shaking hands and whatever. And I don't know if either of you guys noticed, but Angus goes out to shake Hunnam's hand and gets completely left hanging. And there's like a moment too. He goes like, it's just like a really funny little look from Dominic Sessa that I just, it cracks me up. So the next time you watch it, just check that moment.
I will.
It's really good. Those are my nominees. Any other nominees here?
I got a couple.
Okay.
So it was off of like when they're all like watching the newlywed scene, but I like the scene of when Angus is just walking around the school like all by himself at night because I feel like that's just something that's so relatable.
Yep.
The whole chase before Angus dislocates his shoulder.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a
I was
great
gonna say
moment.
that one.
Yeah. It's specifically because Dominic Sessa spikes the camera too, but not in like a accidental, but like he fully turns around and smiles into the camera as he's watching Paul Giamatti run.
It's great moment.
We already talked about the handshake at the end. Paul Giamatti throwing the football. Hilarious.
Yeah, that's fantastic too.
That's
We
a good
didn't
one.
mention this movie, extremely funny.
Yes.
Really funny movie.
It's so funny, especially just in like the subtle things, like not
Yes.
Yeah.
the spoken jokes, but just the physical comedy too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then your penis cancer in human form.
So I have a whole section for best quote, which we will get to.
That's it.
Jasmine, anything else that you want to highlight?
Honestly, I was gonna say the specific dinner in Mary's apartment. I know you said all 3 scenes in
Yeah.
Mary's apartment, but you know that one dinner? That one.
Which one was that? Was that the middle one
I want
with all 3 of them?
Yes,
Okay,
with all
yep.
3 of them, and it's like
That is a good one.
Yeah.
You can't even dream a whole dream, can you?
Yes.
That
Yep.
scene,
that one.
incredible. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make the case personally for my favorite moment is the holiday party. Specifically because it is, to me, I think the single best iteration of an adult party that I've ever seen in a movie. Not just like a holiday party, but any like actual adult party, because it feels so real. Like for me, growing up, going to Christmas parties with my family, it was literally that. It felt exactly
Yeah.
like that, and I could not believe how well they nailed it. And then every person gets their own unique moment to it as well. So that's my favorite moment, but I will take any other votes as well.
I keep going back to the handshake
The handshake's
Yeah.
good. The handshake's really
because
good.
it's just like the whole movie, the whole relationship just built up to that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can we don't have to give it to any particular moment. So the award, this one we do have to give out though. This is the award goes to, which is our. If we were to give one award to this movie, where would it go, Jasmine? Where are you giving the award to this movie?
Okay. I'm stuck between 2,
Okay.
if I'm honest. Honestly, okay. First, ensemble.
Okay. I like that.
Second, cinematography
Mm.
to Faden Papa Michael.
Great name.
I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, I think the cinematography in the film is just
Yeah. Cinematography is great. Who was it that you said?
Faden?
Because I have Eigil Brild is the cinematographer on this movie.
What? Where did I get my information from?
I don't know who. Maybe he was like one of the ADs or the camera operators.
What the heck?
All right, hold on.
I thought I did such a good job.
Hold on.
So
now we have to
myself.
find out who this man is.
Yes.
Cast and crew. Come on, IMDb. Don't fail me now. Where is the cast? All cast and crew. Cast. Yeah, okay. Rest of... No, I don't want the rest of cast. Yeah, I have Eigil Brild as cinematographer.
Oh, just kidding. Yeah, you're right. I don't know where I got that name from then.
What was this person's name that you said?
Faden Papa Michael? Well, he does work with both of them. So maybe I just...
Oh, Faden Papa Michael.
Yeah. He did The Trial of the Chicago 7, Walk the Line, Nebraska.
Ah, I see.
Anyways, the other guy then.
Yeah, there you go.
Eigil Brild. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. See, I got you.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Yeah, those are the two I'm stuck between.
Yeah, I was personally I was either Sessa or the cinematography. So Connor, it comes down to you.
I mean, I'll go with cinematography because I was giving it to the wonderful lady who did come home with the award.
Yeah, that was
Randolph.
I think the easy choice.
Yeah.
Of like, yes, Divine Joy Randolph literally won an Oscar for this movie,
Yeah.
so maybe
well
we should pick her.
deserved
But
because
100%.
like, there's so much power in her performance, just in the
Yes,
subtleties.
agreed.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, best quote. I've got there's some great quotes in this movie, so I got some good ones for you. This one is from Paul Hunnam. The boy was too dumb to pour piss out of a boot. A genuine troglodyte is just what an insane insult. Incredible. One of my favorite moments in the movie. Son of a bitch, that's another detention. Em and I quote that to each other regularly. What is this, Nuremberg? is really good. That was during the restaurant scene, I think. I thought all the Nazis were hiding out in Argentina. As an aside to Hunnam from Angus is really good. And then, of course, Connor, you said it earlier, the full quote, Hardy, I have known you since you were a boy, so I think I have the requisite experience and insight to aver that you are and always have been penis cancer in human form. Incredible.
It is.
Any other quotes that you did you guys pull quotes out of this, or is that?
I did.
Okay.
I pulled two specifically that I really like. I really like when Angus says, I hate everyone, including myself, and I just started lunch.
That's really good.
I was like, that delivery was just too funny. And then this one's like a basic one. But Paul Hunnam goes, I didn't sign up to babysit the world's most miserable teenager. So it's just kind of just encapsulated the whole movie.
Right.
He didn't sign up for it, but worked out for the best.
Connor, did you pull any?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a couple. Like when he's talking about why he got kicked out of Harvard, and he's saying like, "Oh, so she got kicked out of Harvard for cheating." He said, "No, I got kicked out for Harvard for hitting him." You hit him? What? You punched him? No, I hit him with a car.
That is a great moment.
And then the liquor store guy's just like, "Here you go, killer."
Yep.
Like handing him his pint.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And then it's after he dislocates his shoulder. He's like in the back seat, or they're like bickering back and forth, and he's just like, I gotta find it.
It was You said you would wash your hands,
with me. And
I
then
didn't
he's
mean
like,
it literally. He's like, of course you didn't mean it literally. What were you going to do? Wash your hands? Actually
Yeah,
go and
actually-
wash your hands?
yeah. His Dominic Sessa's line delivery is phenomenal.
Immaculate. Again, makes me
Agreed.
so mad that this is his first performance because it's so good.
Because then there's a scene of him like right before the party, he's like eating the brownie, and they're like, "Oh no, we're not gonna go," and he's like, "I can't do anything, Jesus!" As he's
Yeah.
throwing the brownie.
I'm
Yeah.
losing my goddamn mind. Jesus. It's just, oh man, he is really incredible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, next category, heat check. This is the best
Heat
performance
check.
from a one-scene actor. I've got 2 nominees for you. 3 scenes for this one, but Naheem Garcia as Danny, I think is
Yeah.
really good. He's only got a lot less scenes than I realized, but he makes quite an impact. I love his introduction too. It's like, I just saw something really weird. I just went into the gym and somebody had vomited on the floor, and then he walks over and delivers it. Staring Hunnam down, puts the bucket down on the ground, and then staring at Angus and puts the mop in front of him. And then as it leaves, he's like, out your goddamn mind. It's like, yep, incredible. But my actual pick for true like one scene is Darby Lee Stack as the niece Elise.
She's good.
Oh,
who
yeah.
I think she just actually is quite good in this movie and like instantly has incredible chemistry with Dominic Sessa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other one I want to shout out, I don't even know what his name is because I'm looking on IMDb and I'd have to like go all cast and crew to really search. It's the Cobb Salad kid.
Yeah, who is that kid?
I don't know because I don't know what his name would. Will Sussbauer.
Okay.
When he's like, like he's probably like jerking off in the Cobb salad, and the kid's like, why did you specifically say the Cobb salad?
Yes.
He's like, I eat the Cobb salad.
I was very tempted to put him in it too.
It was so funny.
I love how I searched on Google Cobb Salad Kid holdovers, and my AI overview was like, who is the Cobb Salad Kid? It's like a full breakdown. It's really good. Jasmine, any nominees for you for Heat Check? No?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I didn't come up with any for this one.
Okay. Well, let's change gears a little bit then. I will talk about a fun little category here about what else came out this year. Obviously, this movie was released in 2023. That means there were quite a few prominent films that also released alongside the holdovers. I'm talking about Oppenheimer, which ended up winning Best Picture and like every award that year. Barbie as well, which famously didn't win any above the line awards at the Academy Awards, but did win. But Win did,
What?
yep, that's the word. But did win cinematic achievement at the box office, or at the Golden Globes. Killers of the Flower Moon, also released this year, snubbed at the Oscars, no wins. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Connor, one of your favorite movies, came out in 2023. Poor Things, Emma Stone's second Best Actress win, was this year. Godzilla -1. Another one of Connor's favorites.
That's such a good movie.
A movie that I own and have not seen. The Boy and the Heron. I know. The Boy and the Heron. Very good Miyazaki film. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning came out just before Barbenheimer. And then 2 smaller movies, Priscilla, which is fantastic, with Kaylee Spaney, and The Killer, which is Richard Linklater's film. No, not Linklater. Sorry. That's Fincher. My bad.
Yeah.
Linklater was Hitman. Weird.
Yeah.
They came out right at the same time, really.
We're not good with names this podcast. It's okay.
We're good. We fixed it.
Yeah.
I was recently, I went to, I was using that movie as my treadmill watch at the gym, was The Killer.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Which is probably insane thing for me to do, but that's okay.
Listen, treadmill movies are a different breed.
And then another fun category that I like to do here is paying homage, because most movies that you see are referencing or paying homage to many films throughout history. This one is no different. First off, this movie is actually a very loose remake of a 1935 French film called Merluce by Marcel Pagnol. Alexander Payne watched this ing and was inspired to create The Holdovers. It follows the same basic plot of a teacher being in the care of or taking care of students over a Christmas holiday. So, very cool there. According to an Associated Press article, Alexander Payne said, in the Somerville Theater in Boston, great theater, they were kind enough to let me screen 6 or 7 prints of films, 70s movies, for the cinematographer, the production designer, the costume designer, and also for Dominic Sessa, because he hadn't really seen those movies and I wanted him to get a sense of the movie he was about to be in. So these are the 7 movies that he screened. The Graduate, The Landlord, Harold and Maude, The Last Detail, Clute, Paper Moon, and All the President's Men.
Amazing.
And then also Paul Hunham has the same statuette in his office window that Miles Raymond has in his apartment in Alexander Payne's 2004 comedy Sideways, which also stars Paul Giamatti. I just thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I like that little detail.
Okay, who would make this movie better? Does anyone want to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I'm not touching obviously any one of the main cast. And I'm not even touching like any of the teen actors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to removing either of these people, either Headmaster Hardy Woodruff or the stepdad. But I'm getting Patrick Wilson into this movie in either role.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Make Patrick Wilson the headmaster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, because I could see him, like, kind of being a little arrogant, like, flexing.
A little smarmy. Kind of has that vibe to him.
Flexing that Louis tray on his desk.
Mm-hmm. Pulling out that real energy from The Conjuring. What are those people's names? I don't even
The
fucking
Warrens.
remember. The Warrens. A real Ed Warren vibe.
Yeah.
In real life vibe. Yeah, I had no one. I honestly legitimately wrote down I wouldn't change a thing.
I had one potential, which is the jerk kid. What's his name again?
Kuntz.
Kuntz. Thank you, Kuntz. I would have placed him with Jack Dylan Grazer.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
a good one.
Okay. Look at that.
Yeah.
We've got some good replacements
Yeah.
in there. Okay. Hot take. Who wants to go? Connor, do you actually have you
I already
yours.
said mine.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have got fired a long time ago.
Yeah,
Should
I
have
also
got
had
fired.
that as one of mine. But I do have another one. Jasmine, I'll go to you. What is your hot take?
My hot take is that if I were Mary, she is a very kind person. I would be a lot angrier at my job, and
Yeah.
at the world, and at
Yeah.
life, and especially at Hunnam. Because
Yeah.
I know she does blow up on him once, and she is like she do a good job of like really making sure we understand that she is such a kind and forgiving character. I don't know how she does it. I would be so much more angry all the time.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I'd be very upset, and yeah, she was really holding it together, like genuinely, and yeah.
All right, my hot take is pretty hot.
Oh, here
Okay.
we go.
Ready to disagree.
So my hot take, The Holdovers is the single greatest Christmas movie of all time. That is my actual hot take. I don't know. I mean, we just spent over an hour pontificating on this film. It just is something about it that I love so deeply beyond just being about Christmas. Like most Christmas movies I enjoy because it's about Christmas. This movie I enjoy because it's about so much more. And I really genuinely believe that this is the greatest Christmas movie that's ever been made.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think it's that hot because you can check my text, check my receipts, just describe this movie. to my friend, I was like, listen, have you seen this movie? No. Okay, I need you to wait to watch this movie with me because it is my second favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Well, there we go.
So not super hot, and only second to Jim Carrey's Grinch because that just holds a very special place in my heart.
Real similar movies if you think about it.
Exactly the same, actually, truly. But no, I don't. It's hot, but is it?
Connor's brewing. Connor's got stuff brewing. I can see it.
No, because I've already shared my hot take that I don't think Christmas movies are that good to begin with.
Fair.
I don't think it's out there. It's definitely the best recent one ever. Like I would go back even like I don't know, like 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, Elf really is the last one that I remember.
I would say this is better than Elf.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, this is better than Elf.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I agree. I think it's the best.
Yeah, no, but I think once you get into like legit classics, like It's a Wonderful Life. Personally, I would take The Apartment. I love that movie. Like, but you're in an elite company, like
when that's the kind of movie that you're
exactly. It's like
we're not comparing this movie to Four Christmases.
Yeah.
Fred Claus is up there. Sure.
Red One really was.
Dear Santa did just come out.
Gross. It's gross. Nasty. I still can't believe that Red One had an over 90% Rotten Tomatoes rating when we did that review. That was nuts.
one of our best moments, I would say.
Yeah, that was a fantastic moment. Okay, what happens the next day? Here's what I got for you. Paul Hunnam takes another job teaching, but becomes a very beloved teacher thanks to the things that he learned. Dominic Sessa graduates, and he becomes...
The next day?
Well, no, I'm going much more long term. Dominic Sessa graduates, and he becomes a high-powered executive, but he loses what Christmas really means. He becomes that kind of jerk, asshole kind of character. And
the sequel.
And then one day he comes back to his hometown, and Hunnam is there. And Hunnam is on his deathbed. He's dying. He's old, very old at this point. And so they spend one last Christmas together as Paul Hunnam once again teaches him what it means to be a good person before he dies. And that is the Holdovers 2. Electric Boogaloo. No.
Aw.
Anyway, someone else can go now. Now that I've brought the mood down a little bit. It's I see it as just friends, but not just friends.
Elaborate. Because that's a completely different movie than what you just described.
Hold on.
Well,
who got hot?
Just friends, as in Dominic Sessa becomes the Ryan Reynolds character, where he does not care about anything. He's like arrogant and whatever, and he has to relearn what it is to be a good person.
So like every single Hallmark Christmas movie ever?
Yes. Well, no, because Hallmark Christmas movies, the bad person in the Hallmark Christmas movie is just a guy, and the woman falls for a dude that's in her hometown, and that's it.
No, it's the person who loses their priorities. They're too focused on business. They lose the sense of Christmas, which you just said is the plot of your movie.
Yeah, but like in the Hallmark movies, losing the sense of Christmas is like, hey, babe, I'm sorry I can't come home tonight. I'm landing a multi-million-dollar deal that will set us up for life. And she's like, go fuck yourself. I'm banging this lumberjack that I saw in my hometown for 1 minute. Like, that's the Hallmark movie.
Sorry, babe, I'm banging my old teacher that's on his deathbed. So, one last time.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Fair. Fair. What else? What do you have then? What do you got?
Sorry. Instead of going to Europe, I think Hunnam just takes a road trip to like, I don't know, I didn't plan anything, but I think he's just taking a road trip as far as that Louis Trey takes him.
And he gets pulled over for drinking and driving because he's a debilitating alcoholic and gets put in jail. And that's Holdovers too.
He's being held over in prison.
Yeah.
And then it's him and a bunch of other prisoners.
Escape from Alcatraz.
No, it's him and a bunch of prisoners and one guard, and they have to have the exact same experience.
The Holdovers. Oh man, Nate's having a time over there.
Yeah, he's trying to get in, but we're
Nice.
almost done. He could wait.
Jasmine, what happens the next day for you?
I have like the most optimistic. Like,
Okay. Well, hey,
all right.
look, mine was optimistic. All right.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
relearns the meaning of Christmas from his dying mentor.
You just wrote a sequel. You didn't
I
just be
did.
like this.
That's what I do with this category. I end up writing the sequel.
Fair. Mine is also not exactly the next day, but like what kind of like we would see like the montage of. All right?
Mhm.
So Hunnam would go to Europe pretty much immediately because, you know, he's older and not as spry and he needs to go before he changes his mind. And we see him on like these kind of like group things with like people and maybe connecting with the younger people. And, you know, he's definitely the oldest out of all of them, but, you know, he's just writing in his journal. Do I think he ever gets it published? No, but I think he gets it filled. And then I see Angus as like following like this like different kind of path than, you know, it was set up for him, and maybe becoming like the headmaster of the school just because it was so impactful, like that
Interesting.
whole thing they had. And he would, you know, make sure
I like that.
people like, you know, and then they would have a re-meeting at some point. He would come back to visit.
They have to.
See that
They have to.
Yeah, see that he's headmaster and just be like, yeah, and he would say something like, listen, I've thought this all through. It's very romanticized in my head, but he's like,
I mean, this is
yeah,
this
you
is
know,
also a Hallmark movie.
yeah, he's like, no teachers, you know, like you would ever be fired again. That kind of thing. That's
so he
mom.
becomes like the opposite of Burgermeister from from Year for Santa Claus or
Yep.
whatever the hell.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
And then
That's the one.
And then
Thank you.
Hunnam would hand him his journal and be like,
I did
I
it.
filled it. And then
And
it
then
would
he
just say like
dies.
two. It would say two Angus.
Oh, but then he has to
Then he
die if he
dies.
does that.
And then he's like, by the way, I do have that cancer.
If you're reading this, Angus, it means I've died.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
have
he
penis
sent it
cancer.
to him and it's like, oh, we had to separate his estate. Yeah, they never meet again, but it's that they separated the estate and he left his journal to him.
Oh
Even
man,
better.
there we go. All right, which Challengers cast member could do this? I had Mike Face, probably, but maybe no one.
I could see Josh O'Connor.
I was going to say Josh O'Connor.
As who? As Angus?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love Dominic Sessa, but it's not that I can't, like, I genuinely, like, would never recast the role.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Ever.
wouldn't either.
But if Dominic Sessa did not exist as a human being, then I think Josh O'Connor would have killed
Yeah,
it.
or he just went to school in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. He
Oh,
didn't go to
fair.
Deerfield. He just went
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Instead of just unaliving him.
Okay, last category before we wind this down. The prop. What prop are you taking home?
I had an idea and then I found out it didn't exist. I was going to say the eyeball. Turns out there was no eyeball.
Yeah,
Well,
it was just
do that.
contacts. It was
You can just
contacts.
do that.
Contacts, which,
It's all right. If
You know,
you
that's
can
great.
you can take the actual character's eyeball. It's fine.
yeah, that's, well,
Put it in a jar next to your mushroom book. And
thank
your,
you.
know,
Yep. No, I want the cast. The, like, sling thing. Yeah.
Okay. I like
Yep.
that.
I want
I
it
had
signed.
I had Angus and Elise's finger paint artwork. I thought
Aw,
that could be cute.
That's nice.
Hang up on the wall.
I'm taking the headmaster's taxidermied bear in his office.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a great one in the background there.
fire. That's such a great choice.
What about the painting of the founder of the school? That's 18 feet tall. That hangs in his office.
There's so many paintings just of like alum, I assume, or like old faculty.
Mm.
Do not want.
I could also go for Mary's TV because it's so nostalgic. It's like, yeah, that
Yeah.
rocks. The little
I was
CRT, love it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say the heartbreaking thing, which is the photo of Mary and her son.
Oh man.
Mm.
Maybe not.
And I guess to lighten the mood, if no one else is going to take it, I will take the $4,000 bottle of cognac.
Yeah, there
You
you
know
go.
what?
I
If
thought that's
I
what you were gonna
must.
go with at first.
If I must, it is
Yeah.
my company.
The off-screen, or no, is it on screen? The helicopter.
Yes.
Sort of. It's
It
important.
makes it.
Take that one.
It does make an appearance. I'm taking the school. No.
The whole school, actually.
Yeah.
The car.
No.
I'll take
that.
It's a piece of shit.
I'll take the
Almost.
football
Yeah.
that he threw.
Oh,
10
congrats.
At this point, we're just picking the movie
Just
apart.
things. We're just
I'll
taking
take the
things.
snow that falls.
Just picking
in
the bones
movie.
off of it at this
I'll
point.
take.
Yeah.
I'll take a cot from the infirmary.
Oh my god.
Not the piss one, but any of the other ones.
I will take the piss one, actually.
Yeah, actually.
No.
Nah, he said they had asparagus piss.
Oh, gross. No, I want the one glove from that kid.
That's so funny.
Oh, God. All right. We've come to the end of this review. It's time to give our scores. Connor, I will start with you. What is your score for The Holdovers?
5 out of 5. Man, I
Wow.
love this movie. Yeah. I feel like it's been a while since I gave something a perfect 5, but this movie is just a nice warm hug. And the ensemble is just perfect. The themes are great. The score is great. Just everything about this movie is just perfect. I feel like even trying to find something that went wrong is like so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a movie. It is a classic already. Like it's in rotation with like legit classics from my childhood for like movies I will put on repeat. But yeah, it's a perfect 5.
Jasmine, what about you?
Yeah, 5.
Wow.
5 out of 5. I love this movie. I think it is, again, like perfect. I genuinely look forward to watching it often, and I just think there is something so special about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I was gonna try and nitpick a little bit, but I'm not going to. I fucking love this movie. It's a 5.
Yeah.
This has skyrocketed to the very top of what I must watch when December rolls around. Like, it just makes me happy. It's really incredible, and it's unlike other movies. You know, like Christmas movies and in general, it's got a feel to it that I don't find in many movies.
Mhm.
And I have been desperately trying to find since I saw it. So
Yeah.
it is that good. It's definitely worth watching. And that means, friends, we have a new number 1, dethroning Phantom Thread, which would also be a perfect 5 if it not for Sam. So we do have to caveat this that we will get Sam's score on this movie at some point, probably.
Yes.
And maybe
someone's
he'll
a
knock it down
punch
because Sam has never given a movie a 5 on this podcast.
list. Has he not?
No,
Oh,
he has not.
hasn't.
No,
I was
he
gonna-
has not.
I thought you were just gonna say it in general. I was like, no, he has. He just gave my
Not
boy
on the-
Jimmy Stewart a 5.
Yeah. His highest score is Alien at a 4.85.
Nice.
So, but this movie is now number 1 with a perfect score for now, just above Phantom Thread at a 4.94. So, excellent film. And with that said, we will wrap up this episode of the Film Box Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you listen to, and yes, that's you, I'm talking to you into the camera if you're watching this, subscribe, follow us, leave a rating, share it with your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and like the video. And it helps us out, lets us know we're doing a good job. Lets us know that you like this podcast, which we have been doing for 151 official episodes. This is 151. Incredible.
Congratulations, guys.
Cannot believe that we've been doing this for that long. I I don't know, man. It's weird. It feels weird to have this project have gone on for as long as it has, but I'm very, very thankful and very grateful for Connor, for you, for having originated this with me 3 years ago, and for Jasmine for coming on and being fantastic as well. So thank you both, and thank you for listening as well, if you're listening out there. You can check us out on socials. You can check Jasmine out on TikTok. And, those will all be linked in the show notes below. And you can go to our website, firstpicturehouse.com, to see all of our other content that we've written that we haven't featured on this podcast. And then also you can go to our Letterboxd and see what we're watching when we're watching it. You don't have to wait for each episode to find out what we've been watching. So make sure to do that. And that'll do it for this episode of the Filmbox Podcast. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.